It's clean.
Not on this side.
On this view.
On this side, they're dirty. They're dirty. I can see dirt and dust. Anyhow.
Dude, Tom Cruise. What are you doing here, man?
We have some bikes here, you know, and there's a multiple bikes, but one of the bikes that I have is a GT Zaskar, and it's one of the very first mountain bikes that I got from GT. And I did a couple commercials on it. I think it was a Wheaties commercial. I did a Gatorade commercial. I did a couple things on that bike. It was a really good bike. Anyhow, we're looking to try to get rid of it. You know, if somebody wants to offer us some money, and it's not all together anymore. It's just kind of pieced there. It's dirty. The tires are kind of rotted off. Anyhow, but then I got this other bike that I don't think it was in a commercial or anything, but it's a Chuck. Now the Chuck was one of these really cool bikes that was, it's a monocoque type style. So they take flat plate and they bend it into a shape, and then they weld up the middle. And so it's an ultra lightweight monocoque made by a company called Chuck. And I always thought that would be a really cool name or an ad that, hey, if you don't like your bike, chuck it.
That would be.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But we never did, and that company's no longer there, but I still have the frame, and it's a 26-inch mountain bike back then, so old school rim brakes, and I think it has all XTR parts on it. And if you can see that I actually, I took, you know, they have these bars on the end normally, so you get up out of your saddle and you ride. Well, I put those on the inside so that I could do bar rides.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So the blue one's the one from the Wheaties commercial and the Powerade commercial over there.
Yeah, Gatorade.
Gatorade, okay. Yeah. And then that's the Chuck.
Yeah, the Chuck, I think I possibly used the Chuck also in a Pacific Blue episode. I'm not sure exactly which one, but
okay.
It's been filmed for sure.
And then the two red lines I see back there.
Thanks to Gork, that used to work at Seattle Bike Supply, that now is running or in charge of not the whole USA BMX, but he's over there at USA BMX, and thank you, Gork, for helping a guy out, you know, when he needs a bike, and you were able to give me one and hook a guy up. So anyhow, those red lines, I think one is an accelerator, XLARTER, anyhow, accelerator, and it's also a monocoque type style. Ultra lightweight, really good bike. So.
Okay, and all these are just bikes that you want to get rid of now?
They're taking up space. They've got dust on them. They're good bikes. It's just that we have new bikes. We have these bikes. We have, the new Former Pro, the Pro Formers, the Legends bikes, the Torquers, everything that Supercross makes now for us in the Legends brand.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to acquire one of these bikes that were like the one from the commercials, or one of these, how would they?
I think what your best bet is to contact us over here at Rad Designs 1986. Contact Mindy over at Rad Designs, and she'll tell you if it's still available or what.
Nice.
But
okay.
Right now, today we're now. Is this a long form or short form? What is this?
Just live video.
Just live?
We got your fans on here. We got 67 people watching you right now asking questions.
Oh, what kind of questions are they asking?
Who was in charge of the colors at GT back in the day for Dayglow Orange, Maui Blue, Dayglow Pink?
I don't know. I think one of the design guys in charge of designs. They saw that the 80s was just Dayglow, and they were making it. So
yeah. So nobody in particular, huh?
Not anybody that I can remember.
Yeah.
in particular. So
Paulo 72 says you're his favorite rider. Wish he kept his GT Performer.
yeah, thank you.
James
And
Gallagher, loving the stories.
thank you. Yeah, we're trying to make up more stories. Not make them up. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to tell more. I'm trying
Yeah.
to remember more
Yeah.
stories.
I mean, dude, just the stories about these bikes back here are cool, man. The fact that they were in commercials with you and at the very start of it, man, you know? And then obviously we got your new series, the
Right,
former
so we got
pros
the former
here.
pros. We got the former pros here, and then we have the pro former, which is here, and then we have another former or a former pro here. So this one, there's long stories to this. Like when I first came out and I wanted to do a retro bike before Lineage and before any of the Haro guys. I wanted to do an old bike that looked new.
Yeah.
And no, stop that. Reverse it. I wanted to do a new bike that looked old.
There you go.
That's my.
That sounds better.
I'm lesthestic, so I get things mixed up and backwards. So anyhow, when I had the first bike done, all the money came out of my own pocket, which I was doing movies and commercials and things like that. So I was able to do it, and the wife said, as long as it doesn't cost us money and you break even, we're good. So I found somebody to make these bikes, and they were in Southern California. Not only are they in Southern California, but they were in Santa Ana. The shop was in Santa Ana, where GT originally started from. So knowing this, the guy welding the bikes together used to work for GT. So when not only am I having the bikes made in Santa Ana, but the guy welding them together used to weld the Performers together. So we went to the same steel company that GT went to back in the day. We went to a company called Webco Steel, and we used that type of steel, 4130 chromoly on our bikes. I went to the same sticker company that GT went to back in the day. I went to the same box company that GT went back to today. I went to the same powder coat company, Olympic powder coating in Huntington, Seal Beach, wherever. Anyhow, it's in that neck of the woods. But I went to the same. That bike that was made in Santa Ana is more of a GT than GT is today. Well, now that GT is no longer, but everything about that bike, the Proformer, was about nostalgic, about, a lot of people don't realize that I went through the effort to try to get the same steel, to try to get the same stickers and the same paint and things like that, and match the same color. We did it. We made it happen, and it was a good bike, and the hard part is that, I never made bikes before. I don't have jigs, and the guy building the bike, he didn't have a jig at that time, but when we made it, we literally hand put it together, and I wanted it to feel like a 21-inch top tube, but I needed the seat to be at 20. And so if you sat the seat all the way down and you rode the bike and you never sat down, it's a 21-inch top tube, like all the other bikes, Standard, Fit, Cult, all those bikes. But when the seat post is all the way up, it's kind of leaning forward, so it's got a little bit different shape, and now you can do a quick spin. So literally, I built this one bike to ride and do one trick, so I could do a quick spin. Put your hand on the handlebar and the seat, and you could touch. And like old school, the old school bikes only had an 18-inch top tube, and we had to run in a layback seat post to spin the bars.
We can go show the black one over there real quick.
So,
Yeah. Dude, everybody's. Somebody.
CRX. Somebody noticed the CRX.
Somebody noticed the CRX. Yeah.
Yes, the CRX I still have. Right-hand drive, 1985. I got that car from Oscar Jackson himself. I got back from tour. I think it was Japan or something like that. I had just finished doing the movie Rad. I went on tour. I came back. Jackson Racing was doing a what do you think? A photo session and a car magazine. I think it was Car and Driver, and this car was in it. And yeah, so when I got back from GT, instead of GT handing me a check for a bonus for doing a tour, they bought the car and they handed me the car. So no money got it. So nothing against the IRS, but I didn't receive any money. I received a car. So,
Nice. Nice, man. That's cool.
yeah, still have it. It's in the process of getting redone. It's been on the back shelf. So
You've been enjoying that Subaru too much.
I've been enjoying the Subaru. I have a 1997 right-hand drive GC8. Love it. I've never driven a Subaru before, and having an all-wheel drive with, I think it comes with like 300 horsepower stock, turbo, unbelievable. And there's nothing done to the motor. I think I just changed the brakes, and that's about it. So,
Yeah. So, if anybody wants one of these bikes here, once again, he's got a couple red lines. He's got that Chuck that he used in Pacific Blues. Then he's got a Wheaties commercial and Gatorade commercial blue. What is that, a 26?
26 inch bike, Zascar, GT
Yeah.
Zascar.
Yeah, if you guys want those, Rad Designs 1986, go ahead and shoot a message over and, make an offer. It's available. Let's show them around a little bit. Everybody's...
All right,
So we got all the new frames here.
We gotta get outside this.
We got a lot of projects going right
Hey,
now.
We got a message from management, and they said that we had to do spaces for parking. So if you ever show up to Fruman Motor Gallery, you have to park in a G spot.
The G spot, huh?
The G spot. So now we can say that you have to
Yeah.
back it into a G spot.
We got
Then
the
we got
chrome.
a chrome former, the only chrome pro former that we have, and now Jason owns it.
Yeah.
So we've got
Ooh.
this Roadrunner.
Beauty. A little dusty, but
So it's getting some motor work done to it.
yeah.
I got my truck in here. It's gonna get an oil change.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got this Mustang. Damon comes here and he works on it. I put the big fender flares on it. That's what he wanted, and it looks good. And there was a bunch of rot
Yeah.
inside the paneling here, so I cut it all out and re-welded it all and this and that. And then Damon put on this huge hood scoop.
Yeah, man.
Looks
Ooh.
really mean. So this car was Damon's dad's, and anyhow, he wants to bring
Yeah.
it back to life. And then we got some bikes up here.
Ooh.
We've got some
We got a
GTs, Haro.
This is a Volker's quad angle, right?
Yes, that's
Quad anchor, as he calls it, huh?
quad anchor.
This pink one here, and then
And I think the black GT PFT is Martin Apariello's
Yeah.
original bike from back in the day.
yeah, Martin Aparios, and we got Mindy's.
And we have another former pro.
Yeah, Mindy's up there.
And we have Kids Caston
Yeah,
from Lynn Caston.
and then we got another Volker. That one is one of the first ones. Produced, right?
One of the first wheelie bikes, right? The
Yeah.
26-inch wheelie bikes.
Yeah, and then kids
And then the
bike.
kids' bikes, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
lots of stuff going on, fixing things. Keep watching the channel, subscribe, hit the like button,
Yeah.
send money, do whatever.
We want to be able to buy GT back, man.
Right?
We
Wouldn't
need that.
Be cool if we just bury
Yeah.
the name and just bring it back with all the original riders, and just have fun.
Back by the red lines, was that an ELF?
No. So that is not an ELF, an ELF bike. I'm not sure. We don't have any ELFs here. I think they were just red lines back there.
You had the two red lines, you had the Chuck, and you had your blue one,
Yeah. So
which was a GT, what'd you call it?
GT Zaskar.
Zaskar. But yes, that is the CRX up there. I wanted to go introduce everybody. Rad Designs 1986 up there. Show them some of the new merch that came out.
Yeah.
Wanna?
All right. Oh, I have to go up there.
Do you want to? You don't like stairs now or what?
Oh, I don't have anything against stairs.
Yes, you do. Come on.
All right, Mindy, we're coming up.
Rad Designs.
This is where Red Designs is. This is where we find hats and shirts and merch and really cool stuff. And this is Mindy, just in case you guys don't know, but she is the designer. She, in her head, figures things out and makes them look really good. So
I mean these right here are my favorite part about being up here. That's sick. I love that. So what is this that I'm hearing about these new what are they, mystery boxes that you're doing?
They're not new, but packing some orders. Got a few orders going out, so.
What are these mystery boxes though? You guys were.
So what happens is that if you order from Rad Designs, there's a box you can order that is just a mystery. You give your size of your shirt, or you want something special. We put it in a box, but you don't know what you're getting, but it'll fit you, and you get a discounted price. So it's kind of cool.
Couple hats, well, a hat, couple shirts, and then a few mystery items. So stickers.
Oh, I also see you got some
these are new. They're
some
not on the
female
site yet.
some female stuff. Ooh. If you guys have any wives
crown,
here.
Yellow crown.
Yeah, and some new
depending
Rad
on which
Designs
color
hats, too.
Oh,
bike
yeah.
you have, you got yellow.
Ooh. That's a sick shirt. That's a sick design. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So,
Ooh, with the view. Too much stuff going on up here. Too much stuff. So Rad Designs 1986. They're gonna be messaging you for those bikes that he has. So get ready. Oh, all them trophies.
Oh, yeah, put the trophies up.
Yep. If you guys also need trophies built, they do that too.
Yeah.
But all right. Some of the merch. Okay. Well, we'll go back down. Let's see. What
thanks,
questions?
Mindy.
Yeah. What questions do you guys have? What questions? GT. Yes, Eddie Fiola owning GT would be epic. You are not wrong about that. If we can get all the old school guys back on it.
Right. Well, hey, I don't
And
think
like-
that would be a hard thing to do if we can get, if we could own the name somehow, some way. If they just gave it to us, or if we had enough money.
I can solve that problem.
Yeah, you can't.
How many subscribers you got?
Yeah, I don't know.
If everybody sends us $50,
Jesus.
$20 would be
Jesus.
you're talking about buying GT.
That.
Tell you what, everybody throws money in, and you're all shareholders, right? Like I give you a percent or what? Yeah, we figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
You helped Eddie own GT.
So think about this. Nothing again. When GT was around and they were making race bikes, they had a warehouse, and they were selling bikes here and they were selling bikes there, but BMX racing was literally on its downward spiral, and it wasn't going anywhere. When Bob Morales and myself came in and freestyle was starting to come up, and we were doing freestyle, and they decided to make a freestyle frame, well, then that shot through the roof. I wish I would have gotten 25 cents for every bike that was sold. I would have been a millionaire. I mean, literally a millionaire. That because the bikes were sold worldwide, and everybody had them. And I hear from you guys out there, the fans, saying that, oh yeah, one of my first bikes was a GT Performer. Or if you didn't have a GT Performer, one of your friends had a GT Performer. And it was because of Bob Morales and myself that helped make the Performer available. Then when Martin came in and he redesigned with the PFT, with the double bend, then that just shot even more. So I think that Martin and myself and Bob, we made GT their money. We made them the sky high that they were. And I just wish that we were compensated. We were getting paid. We just were getting paid a little bit, and nothing near the amount that they were making off of us. Or what? But GT was,
We
Richard Long was a businessman, and he did the business, and he made it work. Unfortunately, the riders weren't getting paid. They weren't sharing the wealth.
dude,
But it was good. I had fun. I'd do it again. I'd do it a little bit different.
we got a lot of people on here. Paint Life says for share I'm in. John Howland said sign me up. Everyone's saying $50 is reasonable. Up, Steve Douglas, I can commit to.
I think they sold 85 to say 89. Let's go 85 to 89.
Oh,
Let's not break in the 90s.
Containers.
But you think about
Containers
this.
full.
They sold an unmitigated amount of bikes
I couldn't even imagine
without the internet.
Literally,
Right?
all by the magazine.
Catalog, mail order, or distributors, and even the distributors overseas. It's not like they saw that bike in a catalog and said, we need to have this in our store in the UK. They would call GT. Of course, they would find out before the street people, but they'd go, oh, the new GTs for next year. We got to order.
Well, not only the UK. We had fun.
It was funny is that you had things like that. So you had the Milky Way, right? Pepsi had a team.
Pepsi had a team. Mountain Dew had a team.
Right? Like
Yeah.
these were big branded companies that had nothing at all whatsoever to do with action sports. But they were like, oh, this is cool and this will help us sell our product.
Yeah.
And they were just piggybacking off of your success and all the riders' success to help promote their product. It just shows you how on some level, like, Pepsi's still around, Mountain Dew's still around, they're multi-bajillionaire companies that are whatever, but at some point in time, they needed you.
Yeah. I just, I think about the guys that ride today, and I think how talented everybody is, and how much they love the sport, they love to ride, but they're not going to be able to ride and make money doing it.
Yeah.
We had a small window that we were able to ride our bikes, get paid for it, and make a living. Where the backflip was just coming in. I could charge somebody a certain amount of money per backflip, and but now more and more people were able to do it, and more people were able to do it for nothing, and it kind of made the sport to where it was harder to make money doing that. Where, like I said, I wish that these guys that are riding their bikes that are doing very well could make a living riding their bikes.
Well, and it's still the same as it was, right? So back in the day, you could do. Oh, I need a guy to do a backflip for a movie. You could turn around and go, it's $1,000 a hit.
Well,
And
$500.
whatever. But
Yeah.
you're right, $500 a hit. And if they made you redo it 3 times, $1,500, great. They don't need that today because a backflip is not. It's not considered a complex trick like it was then. A backflip now is okay. Guys are just doing it. They huck them off curbs. So if you want somebody the equivalent of today's backflip, maybe like, if you need somebody to do a double front flip whip, okay, well now we need to get like R. Willie or one of these crazy guys to do the, unforeseeable trick. It's the same realm, it's just the trick is different.
Yeah.
It's much bigger. Did you ever think the front flip would be a thing?
No.
A double front? I think there's guys pulling like triples.
Yeah.
Launch it off 25-foot ramps, but
Now, brings me to a story.
Story time.
Story time. So I get this phone call from a stunt coordinator, and I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. It's a 10-speed movie. It's
not quick.
no. So it's about
Quicksilver.
No.
Tour de France.
It's called Tour de Pharmacy.
That's right.
Tour de Pharmacy. Anyhow, I think it was Mike Massa that called me, and he rambled on. He was quick on the draw, and he's going, "Hey man, I need a couple guys to ride bikes and do stuff on mountain bikes, and they're in this race, and they got to double these guys. I need 2 guys to be tied together to do tail whip, double tail whips, and we've got the air compressor going on. I think we can shut it off.
Yeah, turn it off, kid. Come on now.
So we're gonna pause. So we're pausing. You guys are watching this live, and we're pausing.
No cuts, no edits.
Nope.
Hey, Steve Douglas, you bought your first bike in '86 in my hometown, Lancaster, California. That's awesome, man. That's where I grew up. Wow.
Yeah,
You just had to buy the biggest air compressor, huh? Just ruining stories over here.
Oh, pump your bike tire.
Commercial break, yes.
Okay. So, Tour de Pharmacy. I need, the stunt coordinator calls me and he says, hey, I need 2 guys to do double tail whips side by side, connected to each other with a piece of rope. And then a backflip. Actually, he says, I need 2 guys to do a backflip double tail whip tied to each other. And I'm going, it's going to be hard to find. I mean, to somebody to do a backflip double tail whip and then land it. And then not only that is to be tied to each other at the same time. So I call a couple people I know. One was Larry Edgar, and Larry had suggested a couple other guys, and we got the right guys. But then I called the coordinator up and I said, hey, we're going to need some time. We're going to need some boxes. We're going to have to test this out. And he says, we don't have time or the funds to get all the stuff to test this out. We need to do it. I go, well, you're not going to get 2 guys at the same time to do a backflip double tail whip at the same time tied to each other. And he goes, wait. I go, what do you mean wait? He says, no. I need 1 guy to do a backflip. Pause. Oh, okay, we got that. And then I need 2 guys to do 2 guys to do tail whips. I go, yeah, but when they're tied to each other and they're swinging the bike around, it's not gonna make it. He says, no. What do you call it when a guy does that? I go, that's a kick out. He says, well, I need 2 guys to do kick outs. So him not knowing BMX lingo and him talking so quick and not putting a pause in between, I got guys that can do backflip double tail whips more or less, where instead it could have been myself and my mom to do kickouts. So,
Wow.
But that's the end of that story where everything worked out. We got the guys in makeup and uniforms and things like that, Speedos, and it was funny. It was this is the one time. So when they're on these road race bikes, right, and they're road racing and they're in the Tour de France, whatever, they don't stop. They don't stop when they have to go to the bathroom, peeing wise. They just let it go. In this movie, they show this guy actually having to go to the bathroom while he's riding, right? Well, they get right up close and seeing the pee come out of the unit, right? Well, they had this guy have a backpack on that you can't see. It's got urine-colored water, and it's coming out the stunt penis. Because...
Beep.
Yes. When in this scene, as he's peeing, he has a heart attack in the movie. I'm not trying to ruin the movie, but you got to watch the movie. Tour de Pharmacy, really cool, good stuff. Check it out. It's probably online somewhere. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. What else we got? I got to get to work.
Yeah, man, everybody's saying you need to buy that GT, man.
Yeah, send money. Send money. Once we get the money, we'll buy GT. But I
Hey,
really think
you know what?
It's going to be a lot of money.
For each donation, somebody gets a share. That's
I don't know how that would
the
work.
people's bike.
Yeah,
the people's bike.
People's bike, right?
Because you were one of those people that rode and didn't get a piece of it. So now everybody
gets a piece. Oh, I don't know how.
That
how
would-
much everybody could get a piece of. You know,
One-
you get
one share.
1/1000th of a penny.
one share.
You know, even if
And the
I
company.
had 1/1000th of a penny for every bike that was stole, I still would have been a millionaire.
The
Right?
people's bike, man. I think it would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyhow, back to work. We've got more stories coming up.
Matthew Lambert, I can donate a GT Performer with black mags. Yes.
Yeah. Very
know?
cool. Well, we appreciate you guys watching. Have
Yes.
fun. Subscribe. Check it out. Tell your friends. We're gonna make more videos. We're gonna try to do this. This was the New Year's resolution is to be more up on these videos. So
Yeah.
just for you guys.
Yep. Awesome.
Right.
Right on. Get back to
Good night.
welding. Get back to welding. I'm not going to let you guys go just yet. I'm going to show you guys a couple more things. For you that missed it here. Silver Proformer. One of you guys were asking about it, so I'm coming back here. Of course, man, of course. Do a Kickstarter. The problem with the Kickstarter, you guys, is we would love to, but what happens if we don't raise enough money to be able to buy it?
The money goes right back to them.
The money goes right back to them?
Yeah.
Ah, we might have to.
That's on a Kickstarter.
Yeah, we might.
But on a fundraiser, you don't get your money back. It just goes into my pocket if we don't make enough money.
Yeah, so maybe Kickstarter. That, hey, you know what? That'd be actually a really good idea. We're going to look into that. Thank you. But yeah, just one last thing. We got all these nice, pretty bikes here. I'm going to squeeze on through here so I can show one last time. These bikes, you guys, Eddie wants to get rid of. They've just been sitting around collecting dust. This one was in the Wheaties commercial and Gatorade commercial of him riding. This one he wants gone. His Chuck. This was in Pacific Blues. He rode this one and has a couple red lines that he just wants gone, you guys. I mean, the grips are sticky, the seat's sticky. It needs parts need to be replaced. So if you guys are interested, contact Rad Designs 1986 and make an offer because we need them gone. We'll package them up. We got the boxes. We'll ship them out. But all right, guys, make sure you guys watch the other videos, watch our shorts. Thank you guys for all the support, and we'll see you guys soon. Make sure you guys leave comments down below. Anything you guys want answered, we're going to do another video today responding to all these comments. So underneath this video or, you know what, no, underneath the video from Rad BMX Builds that we posted about a week ago, post your comments down there. I'm going to have him review them today. We're going to sit down where he's going to answer every single one of those questions. So underneath the Rad BMX Builds video that we posted with Mike Miranda and everyone, comment. We're going to go through there. And so, yeah, we'll see you guys here soon. Also, be ready. We are doing a collab with Rad BMX Builds on a bike. We are going to be getting together with him. We've already talked about the logistics of it. He's going to be traveling all the way out here from Texas to pick up a frame and forks. And we're going to collaborate on a build. He's going to do his thing. If you guys don't know who he is, look him up, Rad BMX Builds. He does amazing work. The attention to detail is amazing. He's going to be picking up a frame and forks from us. He's going to take them away. We're going to be sending him parts to make it all authentic. And once it's finished, we're going to meet up with him and we're going to be doing something. So we're going to be doing a giveaway and we're going to be selling one of the bikes. So stay ready for that. All right, you guys. So once again, comment on that video and we'll see you guys soon. Peace.